some of the fancy stuff. Don't be impressed by that. Why don't you do me a favour, take a card, anyone you want.
Okay.
Do you want to have a little look at it?
Yeah. Don't look. See that? Got it.
So why don't you cut the cards somewhere, anywhere that you'd like. Take your card, you can pop it back, and then you can pop the rest on top as well. All right. I think I was one off. That's really annoying. I think that.
Good morning, I'm Jane Bradley, Arts and Culture Correspondent at the Scotsman, and I'm here at the Gilded Balloon this morning in the lovely garden of Teviot with Chris Cook.
Hello.
Hi, Chris. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks so much for having me. Pleasure.
So, you've got 2 shows at the Fringe this year.
Yeah,
You are
I do.
a magician and storyteller.
Yeah, that is exactly what I'd say, yeah. I've got 2 shows, so my show Fake, which is about art and sort of forgery, fakery, and what makes something art, what makes something fakery. I'm sort of fascinated by that as a concept. I think about, like, you know, cover bands that play other people's songs. Like, is there artistry to what they do? I'd say there probably is, but like they didn't write the songs. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, that show is sort of an exploration of that in-between space of what makes something a forgery and what makes something art. So yeah, storytelling, sort of magic show as well. That's here at the Gilded Balloon. And then yeah, my show Heist, which is on later in the afternoon and is an exploration of the tropes of heist movies. I teach them to the audience, explain how heists work, and then at the end, I do a heist on the audience. And in theory, they've been taught all of the skills to figure out how it is done, although typically they haven't quite nailed it. So at the very end, I explain it and I show exactly how I stole the masterpiece right in front of their eyes.
And where does the masterpiece come from?
You'll have to come to the show to see, but yeah, it is kindly lent to us by an audience member, let's just say that.
Interesting.
Or at least hopefully it is. It has been every day so far.
What happens if somebody doesn't come up with something that you want to steal?
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet, but you know, we don't want to jinx it. Touch wood, hopefully it'll be fine. Yeah.
And you've been, ticket sales have been going really well. You've been sold out a few days this week.
Yeah. So Fake on here is part of the Gilded Balloon, and that has been sold out every day of the festival so far, which is great. It's typically sold out maybe the day or so before, so like there are still plenty of tickets left for the rest of the festival. But yeah, certainly if you're thinking of coming that day, it might be tricky, we'll see. And then Heist is on at the Voodoo Rooms. It's part of the PBH Free Fringe, so you can't book a ticket in advance. It makes it like a bit of a fun sort of secret show. You just have to turn up. And yeah, that has, like, it's worth, if you want to come, getting there a little bit early. There have been days, sadly, where we filled every seat and we've had to turn people away.
Not sadly for you, though. That's great.
I mean, it's great for me, but like I do hate disappointing people. You know, if you've got to turn loads of people away and say, I'm so sorry, especially if they've been in the queue for a while anyway. Yeah, so it is, if you want to come to that, definitely worth getting there 15, 20 minutes early at least.
And what is it, do you think, about magic that still really intrigues people? I mean, people absolutely love a magic show, especially at the Fringe, where you've got this kind of range of magic that you don't really get anywhere else. It's not something you can usually just kind of book and go and see.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a few reasons. I mean, I've certainly found that I think we've had a lot of people who maybe like English isn't their first language, or like they feel like for whatever reason, maybe a comedy show might just be a bit too much for them. Like, will they be able to follow all the threads? And they think a magic show is going to be visual as well, and there's something else to kind of hook them in. Although a lot of my shows are very storytelling based, and I feel like maybe that wasn't quite what you're looking for. I don't know. Yeah, I suppose. I think I don't see loads of magic shows. I like to try to, but I think a lot of the shows that I saw were kind of like just focused on the magic. They didn't necessarily have a plot. They would be trick, joke, big trick, finish. That's kind of the show. And that's never really appealed to me. I've always thought, like, I want to craft a piece of theatre. I want to, like, have a story, a message, like a point behind the show, a theme for it, something like that threads it all together and isn't just a collection of tricks. So I don't know, when I have spoken to other magicians, I think often they think about what tricks they want to do in their show and then they build their show around that. And I've always been the other way around. Like, I would like to think about what is the show, what is the feeling that I want to get across to an audience. And then if I get to put some magic tricks in it, great. But I wouldn't say that's my main focus. You know, there's certainly times where I've taken out really amazing tricks because I'm like, yeah, it doesn't feel like it fits the tone of the show. Yeah.
And how did you get into magic in the first place?
It's a good question. I think I learned like little bar bets and scams and ways to sort of rip people off down the pub when I was kind of a teenager. And then I sort of realised that these were magic tricks. My dad used to show me a few little tricks, but I think in the way that most dads do. You know, it was simple little
Coin
stuff,
behind the ear kind of stuff.
Exactly. And yeah, I just always thought, this is a great way of like meeting people, of connecting with people. Yeah, so I kind of really stumbled into it. I think a lot of magicians spend a lot of time like really practicing in their bedroom and maybe not having the social skills first, really focusing in on that. And I think I was the other way around. I think I liked the idea of sort of like, socializing and messing around with people. So there are a lot of kind of almost standard tricks that almost every magician can do that I've never really learned because I didn't spend months and months just sat around practicing that. So often, like, I get to see other magicians and I'm wowed by their skills and how meticulously they can focus in on their craft. Whereas mine definitely came from more of a sort of artful dodger, see what you can get away with, kind of pick someone's pocket or get away with a simple card trick, or So I'm forever like trying to explore more and like learn more in the world of magic because I still, even though it's been my main full-time job for more than a decade, I still feel like I've barely scratched the surface.
Do you think you could show me any of your tricks this morning? Can you
sure, we can do
my pocket
something. Yeah, I don't know what. Let me see. We may have a deck of cards or something. Okay, let's try a little something.
Very fancy deck of cards you've got there.
Well, why not? Feels like it's worth having something nice. Look, I've got a deck of cards here. You can see all of the cards are different, none of them the same or in any kind of special order. Although we can give them a quick shuffle as well if you want. Some of the fancy stuff. Don't be impressed by that. That is just what they call in the business a lonely childhood. Why don't you do me a favour, take a card, anyone that you want.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Do you want to have a little look at it?
Yeah.
And if you want, you can show the camera as well.
Okay.
I won't look.
Okay, don't look. See that? Got it.
Excellent. Okay. All right. How about this? Why don't you cut the cards somewhere, anywhere that you'd like. Take your card, you can pop it back, and then you can pop the rest on top as well. Excellent. I'm going to try something that I will be honest with you, rarely works, but we'll see. It's a tricky skill. If it doesn't work, we'll do something else. Okay. You remember your card?
Yeah.
All right. I think I was one off. That's really annoying. I think that was not quite your card, was it?
It was my card.
No way!
Yeah. Well done.
There you go. Thanks so much.
How did you do that? Go on, tell me, how did you do it?
There is almost no trick to that. It is genuinely just a skill that I have practiced for a very long time, which is I roughly estimate where I think your card went and I just try and do it legit. Which is why I wasn't sure that it would work because, I would argue that is not even really a magic trick. It's more like a piece of juggling.
Well done, it worked. You pulled it off.
Yeah, no worries at all.
Well, that was quite amazing, even though you're telling me that it isn't really magic. I don't believe you. I mean,
who knows?
Yeah, absolutely got to be magic. But can you tell me a little bit about why you chose the theme of heist? What is it about that appeals to you?
Yeah, I mean, I love a heist movie. I love the sort of feeling like you're getting away with it, kind of like excitement, which I think is, I mean, I have like a bit of a new life philosophy, which is like you should live life like a heist movie. I think there's times where I've just sort of been poodling along where I think instead, I should have been having big, audacious goals. Like in a heist movie, it's not like, oh, we're going to steal 20 quid from someone around the corner. It's like, we're going to break into the casino. Like, you should have a big, audacious goal in life. And I think there are times where I've had that. I want to bring this exciting new show to the Fringe, or I want to do this incredible thing. I want to travel to this amazing place. And there's times in my life where I've not taken the time to do that. And that's a shame. So, that's one of them. And also, like, a heist movie requires meticulous planning. And I am not great at meticulous planning. So I think, a good excuse to just sort of be like, actually, things will be better if you work really hard on them. So I think like that was a huge draw to the theme of heist, but also like, I mean, it was sort of heists and blagging it and getting away with flying by the seat of your pants sort of effects that got me into magic. I remember I used to do a trick where I would just hold a single playing card and ask someone to name a card, and I would just try and get it right. And like this was And I look back and I think, what were you doing? There's no trick there. But it was like, I think I just was like, oh, most of the time I can influence people to say this card. And it's like, no, of course you can't. But like,
Did it ever work?
Yeah, sometimes it did.
There you go, you can.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so I guess, yeah, that felt like the buzz when I would do things like that is that like, it's not just an exciting moment for them. It's an exciting moment for you, a bit like that. Like, I don't definitely know if I've got the right card, but
You can all testify to that, right? Yeah.
It keeps me alive. Like it's fun. So I think yeah, and also like I don't want there to be a competition between like the magician and the audience. I remember yeah, like talking to a magician once, and he was like, "Oh, the audience are always trying to like figure out how things are done, and it's really frustrating me." And I was like, "I think that's fine. I think that's part of it." And I remember him saying, "Well, whose side are you on?" And I was like, "The audience's. Every single time, every day of the week, no question. You know, I'm on the audience's side." And so I think that one of the joys of a heist movie is that, of course, there will be a big finale or a denouement which will show you how they did it. You will learn every little facet of it and be like, wow, that was so clever. And that's sometimes what's missing from a magic show, is that often it is really clever. There's a beautiful methodology behind it, which is all entirely hidden from the audience. So I wanted to strip that back and also, you know, put that on show front and center and allow the audience the experience of, yeah, sort of a peek behind the curtain, maybe.
Great.
Yeah.
And can you tell us when your shows are on and where they are?
I can indeed. So Fake is on here at the Gilded Balloon. That is on every day at 1:40 p.m. You can book the tickets online. Like I say, it fortunately has been selling out, which is nice. So maybe worth planning a little bit ahead. Although I do think if you want to come, they release a few extra tickets just an hour or so before the show, a few hours, so always worth trying. And then Heist, which is on at 6:15 at the Voodoo Rooms, and that was the one that you just have to turn up, jump in the queue, and we'll let you in, and yeah, should
Great.
be nice.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Such a pleasure. Yeah, really good to see you.